Bonsoir, mes amis. I just saw an opera last night. Can you guess which one? That's right. Carmen by Bizet, set in Spain where they speak French for some reason. Tale of passion gone crazy and love like a wild bird, and twice as deadly. So it starts off, I think somewhere in the 1800s. There are all these soldiers around, and one of them, his name is Jose, and he's a corporal, and they work near this cigarette factory where all these pretty Spanish ladies come out, and one of them is Carmen, and she is dangerous. She's just one of those girls that's just gonna get you in trouble, and you know it. That girl is poison. She seduces Jose because he's the only one that's not paying attention to her, because he's in love with this girl named Michaela, who's a sweet kid that he knew from his village and everything. His sweet little old mother wanted them to get married, so he was like, yes, mother, I will marry Michaela. Carmen seduces him, basically. She throws a flower at him, and he falls in love with her, against his better sensibilities. Weak. So anyway, later, Carmen gets in a fight with one of the other girls at the factory, and basically gets arrested, but she tells Jose, hey, guess what? I think I love you. Meet me at this place. If you let me go, I'll go here and you can meet me there. And so he's like, okay. And he does that, and then he actually gets in trouble for letting her go, so he's in jail for 2 months, while she's out running around free, la 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 la. I know, right? So he comes to see her finally after he gets out of jail. It's at this little tavern out in the middle of nowhere. And you know, things are kind of going all whatever. And then all of a sudden he hears the trumpets in the distance. And he's like, oh no, I have to return because I have to go back to being a soldier. And she's like, oh, you don't love me then, and you must run away with me. And he's like, oh, Carmen, don't say that, please. You know I love you. And she's like, you don't love me. And so anyway, eventually he's like, okay, fine, whatever, oh, whatever. About 6 months pass. She's rekindled her relationship with this other guy who is a matador. And she's not interested in Jose anymore. No, really. She basically is snubbing Jose, but at this point, Jose, we could tell earlier in the show, Jose's got a bit of an anger problem. He's a bit of a psycho, which is kind of a Molotov cocktail waiting to happen, these two. So he's like, oh, you better not run away with this dude, and then she's like, oh, I'll do whatever I want. And Michaela shows up, and it's like, Jose, your mother's dying, you have to go back to the village, and Carmen's like, haha, whatever, go. He's like, I will come back, and I will take you with me, Carmen. We are connected through fate. We are together. We are one. We are blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my gosh, this guy's a creeper. All of a sudden, I was feeling sorry for Carmen. I was sitting there just like, my gosh, this guy is an abusive boyfriend. So I made up a song. It's to the tune of Toreador. Jose's a psycho, he's a crazy nut, out of his mind, maddened with lust. He has anger issues, yes he does. He's obsessed, get alive. Hey Michaela, aren't you glad you didn't wed this huge controlling jerk? So then, after he goes away to see his sick mother, the next scene is at the Grand Bullfight Arena, and Carmen is there with her matador, and then her friends are like, oh my gosh, Carmen, 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 Jose is here, we saw him, and he's really pissed off. And Carmen was doing tarot card readings for herself, and she kept getting death, 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 deaths. It's an opera. You don't need tarot cards to know so you're gonna die at the end of an opera. So she meets Jose, and he's like, you and I, we are one, we are mated, body and soul, and you will never get away from me. And she says, let me go, no one will own me. Carmen is a free bird. Free bird! And he's like, no, you must be mine. I won't know what I can do without you, and I'm so pissed off. And she's like, oh, what, you're gonna kill me? Well, fine, kill me. He's like, fine. And he kills her. And then he's like, oh no, arrest me, I have killed my beloved Carmen. And that's the end.
Well, what did you expect in an opera? A happy ending?
Well, dumb story aside, music was beautiful, the voices were great, costumes were beautiful, the set was great, and it was fun because I got to tweet about it, and they have this tweet feed on the wall of the center where I went and I saw it, and I got to see my tweet revolving on the wall with a bunch of other tweets that talked about the opera that night, so it was really exciting. I've been an opera nerd since I was a little kid. My grandma took me to operas, and so I've known this story since I was really small. I love operas. I love their stories. It's just another outlet for my creativity to just watch these amazing tales be told across the stage. I hope I get to see more operas and maybe review some more. So yes, au revoir. Till we meet again.